States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Monday, May 23rd meeting of the Board of County Commissioners. Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Madam Clerk, the first item, please.
First item is under consent agenda, item 3.
Are questions on the consent agenda?
I would move for approval of the consent agenda as presented.
Thank you. There's a motion by Commissioner Cook,
And I'll second that.
second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries 3-0.
Item 4, new business, A, County Clerk, number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Madam Chair, this morning we have one set of vouchers dated May 20th, 2016. Total amount, $1,007,980.07. Significant items on the vouchers are payroll, $504,000, court expenses, $69,000, holding accounts, $69,000, and solid waste expenditures of $208,000. I've reviewed the vouchers. Questions have been answered, and I'll make a motion to approve as presented.
Thank you. There's a motion by Commissioner Archer.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries 3-0.
Item A2, consider correction orders.
I'll move approval.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries 3-0.
Item A3, consider approval of resolution number 2016-41, authorizing the destruction of real estate map work cards. And the Commissioners, these map work cards have been scanned in, and we no longer use them, and they're in line to be under the destruction authority under the state Kansas Historical Society. So, just we need your permission to do so.
All right, thank you. I'll move approval of to adopt the resolution. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Bueller, second by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries 3-0.
Item B, planning, number 1, consider approval of 2016 fireworks stand applications permits.
Good morning, Commissioners. Anna Ortega, Planning Department.
Morning, Anna.
We have 22 this year that have been reviewed and approved by the appropriate departments. And we ask that you approve all 22.
Were there any concerns about any of the applications?
No, they're all perfect.
They're all
And everybody
perfect.
submitted what they needed to. We are down 3 from last year.
It's kind of an extensive process to go through, though, correct?
It is.
I mean, you do a lot of work, right, Anna?
Lots.
Okay.
Mailing them. I even called this year because they waited till the last minute to file them, which I didn't want anybody to be left out. They wanted to have a stand.
And so these are just in the unincorporated areas of the
Yes.
county, correct? So if they're in a city, then they have to go to that city council?
Yes,
correct?
in the city, so far, their deadline is not till May 31st, and they've received 34 as of today.
Wow.
So,
Okay. Questions or comments?
I'll move to approve the applications.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Archer, second by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Thank you.
thank you.
Item C, Parks and Recreation, number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-168-2016 with Jenny Least for the design and layout of the 2016 summer and fall issues of the seasonal catalog known as The Guide at an hourly rate of $50 with total project not to exceed $5,000 per seasonal catalog.
Good morning, Commissioners. John Knight, Parks and Recreation. This item, a similar item to accept this person's RFP was before you a few weeks ago. This is the contract that effectuates that action. Be happy to answer any other questions you may have.
Thanks, John. Questions or comments?
Motion to approve.
The motion by Commissioner Cook.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries 3-0.
Item C2, consider authorization and execution of contract C-169-2016 with the Topeka Swim Association for the lease of facility space at Bladesdell Family Aquatic Center at a cost of $2,500 per year through 2021, payable by July 1st to the Shawnee County Parks and Recreation Foundation Facilities and Program Fund.
Commissioners, this is David Alaker, our new aquatic supervisor, has been working with this group to begin to make some improvements, to add some attractions to some of our other aquatic facilities. This is one that would get as a climbing wall at the Blaisdell Pool, and we'd be using funds from the rental from the Topeka Swim Association, and they're also in the process of working more closely with our foundation so that we could further this process. Be happy to answer any other questions you may have. Any detailed questions, David is here. Yeah, happy to answer.
Thanks, John. Are there any questions?
I'll move to approve the contract.
There's a motion by Commissioner Archer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thanks, John.
Item D, Health Agency, number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-170-2016 with Dr. Dennis Teetsy for PRN professional services at the Shawnee County Health Agency Community Health Center, and contract C-171-2016, the point of entry agreement with the Kansas Department of Health and Environment for the Charitable Health Care Provider Program with no cost to the county.
Good morning, Commissioners. Alice Weingartner, Health Agency. Back in March, you approved a contract for us to utilize Dr. Teets as an intermittent provider. Since that time, we have found an alternative means to use him. As a provider, we will be going through the Charitable Health Care Program, which will provide the malpractice coverage at no cost. And then the contract that's been drafted, he would be providing those services at no cost to the county as well. Through the Charitable Health Care Program, he can only see patients who are either uninsured or part of the state Medicaid program, which we have a number of those, so I'm sure we'll be able to keep him busy during the times that he is able to work. So I'd be glad to answer any other questions.
Thank you, Alice. Other questions?
Motion to approve.
Thank you. A motion to approve by
Second.
Commissioner Cook and second.
Second, with our thanks to the doctor for providing this service. It's
I will convey
sincerely
that to him.
appreciated.
Second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries 3-0.
Item D2, consider approval of resolution number 2016-40, authorizing the destruction of 125 boxes of medical records with the destruction date of January 1, 2016.
Commissioners, periodically we go through the files that we have stored at Jayhawk for determining when those records are ready to be destroyed. And so again, based on the Historical Society's Records Management Manual, we have these 125 boxes of records that are ready to be destroyed.
Thanks, Alice. Other questions? Ms. Harden? Alice, do you scan these items then? Are they saved to other places or?
No,
These
these
are
are
just
not.
eligible
These are
for
meeting
destruction?
the guidelines for full destruction,
Okay.
correct.
Okay, thank you. I'll move to adopt the resolution. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Thank you, Alice.
Item 5, Administrative Communications.
Morning, Commissioners. Tom Block, Public Works and Solid Waste. As you may recall, last Thursday, I was trying to explain to you something that Public Works is doing with their stop signs and helping people identify intersections. You would think that if I would have learned anything from my days in kindergarten, that show and tell is a pretty effective method of giving presentations. So I want to show you what people can look for when they get out, when we're putting up the reflective sheeting on the sides of our posts for stop signs as they approach an intersection. It will be look something like this. So that will designate where an intersection is, where we don't have street lights. And then also, I mentioned that on our curve sections, we're going to start putting these types of reflective sheeting on the fronts of the signposts to help them pop out a little bit more and be a little more effective and catch people's attention. So anyway, as I got done with my speech last Thursday, I thought that was really a horrible job. I better improve on it. So I brought some items for show and tell today. So anyway, that's all I have.
Very
Thank
good,
you.
thanks, Ron.
Good morning, Commissioners. Larry Moss, Shawnee County Treasurer. I just wanted to mention that we're getting calls in our office that we have some scammers operating. in Topeka. They've been around for a long time with the IRS. They've now moved on to the Shawnee County Treasurer's Office. So let me emphasize that the Treasurer's Office will never call and ask for personal information or demand payment for taxes. And if you get such a call, just hang up or report it as a scam. But please do not give out any information, billing, social security numbers, and that sort of thing.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Commissioner John Knight, Parks and Recreation. Not only will this be used for traffic signs, I'm going to start wearing these when I go to ballparks. I don't know if you guys missed the first pitch from the Topeka train robbers over the weekend. I got some sweet chin music beforehand as Commissioner Cook was warming up to go out and throw his first pitch. So if you notice, I'll have some of this on here. But they started, Topeka train robbers have started play out at Lake Shawnee. They didn't get off to too good to start the 0-3, but it's exciting having professional baseball back in Topeka for the first time in over 50 years.
Thanks, John. Anyone else with administrative communications? No? Curtis, I just noticed you in the office. We have Curtis Sneeden from Go Topeka and the Chamber, and thanks for being here this morning. I know that we have talked and you have wanted to come and visit our meetings, and anytime you're welcome, Monday, Thursday. Yeah, exactly. Commissioner Cook, anything for administrative communications?
In response to John Knight, if you crowd the plate, you might get warned. But in all honesty, it was good to see the baseball out at the Parks and Recreation out at at the Shawnee Lake, at Bettis facility. It is good to have baseball back. I would note that the opening pitch did make it all the way across the plate. It didn't land on the ground, so that was, I know there were bets on that as well. But when you're going up against the league champion, I mean, they started the season against one of the best teams in the Pecos League. And so, but they did play well, and it's good to see them out there.
Great, thank you. Commissioner Archer?
Nothing this morning.
Nothing? I did want to offer the opportunity to either of you, if you want to shoot the annual commercial for Spirit of Kansas.
Oh no, I think that's...
No? I'm just want to make sure I offer it. No.
Sure, are you going to be out of town?
No, I'm going to be here. I just want to make sure that.
Oh,
you
no,
guys
I wouldn't upstage you.
Okay.
Madam Chair.
I always look forward to meeting John Dykus and filming that, but it's always a challenge. We have several takes, I guess, unless you guys did it perfect the first time.
Well, John always does. I know
he
that.
does. He does.
Yeah.
He has the same line pretty much
Yeah,
each
for
year.
20
though,
years.
so, yeah.
He's had the same line.
So, I'm trying to think if there's anything. I don't think I have anything else. Next item, please.
Item 6, executive session.
And I believe there is a need for purposes of non-elected personnel for a period not to exceed, we'll start with 10 minutes. That is a motion.
I'll second that motion.
Second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries 3-0. 10 minutes. Time? We are back in session. No action required. We are adjourned.